Here we are. Once again, yes, my shop is a fucking disaster. It's the night before Christmas. And I'm going to take these next days, during the holiday break to get my shop in order. And get my life in order here. There's just so much I need to do. But anyway, I'm not here to talk to you about that. What's happening, mediocre people of YouTube? Today I'm actually doing a book review for you guys, and the book we are going to review is For Fact's Sake by Mr. Bob Daisley. And I've been wanting to get this book for a long time. I finally decided to get it for myself for Christmas. It's $40, and I'll tell you what, this is one of the greatest $40 I've ever spent. What a fantastic book. And hopefully in the very near future I'm going to be speaking to Bob, and for some off the wall reason, Bob, if you happen to come upon this video, yeah, I did. I started reading the book and then I skipped to the Randy Rhoads stuff because, that's what I'm interested in. Randy Rhoads, shaped my life. And but I'm going to go back and start from the beginning again. I'll probably read this book 3 or 4 times. That's just, when I watch movies 5 and 6 times. There's movies that I watch over and over and over, and there's books that I'll read over and over and over. And this will be a book that I will read over and over and over. It's so entertaining, and Bob's humor is just unbelievable. It's really something special. And I'm not going to get into telling you guys any stories out of the book, because if you really want to know, then you need to go buy the book. And it is a book called For Fact's Sake, and it is written by Bob Daisley. And if you don't know who Bob Daisley is, well, Bob Daisley is a incredibly talented musician. I want to say bass player because he's really known for his bass playing, but he's also a lyricist, and he's just fucking phenomenal with everything, everything music. And as far as what he did with Ozzy Osbourne, Bob Daisley, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, Rainbow, Uriah Heep, Living Loud, Mother's Army, Widowmaker, Yngwie Malmsteen, Cavus Jute, The Blizzard of Oz, which was supposed to be the name of the Ozzy band, was The Blizzard of Oz, Gary Moore, Chicken Shack, Mungo, Jerry, the Hoochie Coochie Men. Bob has been affiliated with so many artists, and for us that are huge Ozzy fans, most notably Ozzy Osbourne. He was with Ozzy from the beginning and thereon. His through the Jakey Lee days, through the Zakk Wylde days, and really till this day. And yes, Bob has been fucked out of money over and over and over by these people. The Osbournes, Sharon Osbourne. I'm not gonna say Ozzy Osbourne fucked anybody over because, I don't, Ozzy. I'm not sure Ozzy. Sorry, I'm just looking at this camera. It kind of looks crooked, but anyway, Ozzy. I don't know that he can really fend for himself. I think he was probably a pretty fun-loving guy, and a guy that unfortunately got into a lot of drugs and alcohol, and I think he fucked himself up. And I love Ozzy. So when I say fucking people over, I always specifically mention Sharon Osbourne. People from the Osbourne camp have commented on my videos before, bashing on Sharon, and I'm not gonna stop because she's a fucking cunt, man. And it's not based on her personality or anything else. I think she's very talented in the business aspect of music, However, she's also very talented in fucking people out of their money and putting it in her own pocket. And whether it's Bob Daisley, Randy Rhoads, Jakey Lee, Zach Wilde, or every other musician, Rudy Sarzo, I mean, you name it. Whoever played with Ozzy, I guarantee they got fucked somewhere or another. And it would be one thing if it's like, I didn't receive this royalty or that. But I mean, just completely fucked out of all royalties, merchandising, I mean, it's just really unbelievable, I mean, Bob Daisley had to sue the Osbournes and probably still is suing the Osbournes. Bob has video footage and audio footage of Randy Rhoads that nobody's heard. And he'd love to be able to release it so all of us can enjoy it, but he's been promised that if he does, he will be sued until he's fucking penniless. By who? You got it. Sharon Osbourne. And the Osbournes, so... I mean, she's just a wicked fucking cruel bitch. On the other hand, I suppose if you had her on your side, you could enjoy a lot of money, but, some of that, I don't know, man. I can't take blood money, I can't take someone else's money for work they perform. Like, I couldn't do it. I mean, it's kind of like slavery, really. I mean, it's like, okay, here you go, Wrecker. This guy built this house, and here's the pay for it that he was supposed to get paid. It's yours, we're just going to fuck him. That's how I couldn't take money like that. And it's hard to imagine, Sharon and Ozzy don't think about this kind of stuff because that shit all comes back on you eventually. We all get to pay for our misgivings at some point in our life, and it's like, sometimes when shit's going bad and you don't understand why it's going bad, maybe think about that. Maybe your misgivings are catching up with you. As far as, the Osbournes go and everything, Ozzy's been very successful. He's been more than enough successful on his own, and he didn't need to take the money off the backs of others just for the sake of taking it. And that's what's happened, time and time again. So, now, see, I'm on a Sharon Osbourne rant. I can't fucking stand her. She's a fucking cunt. And you know what? I hope she sees this, and I hope people from her camp see this video too, because they saw a couple of my other videos, and I know the comments that went on there were directly from the Osbourne camp, and I think it's great. I laugh my ass off. But, and Lee Kersley just died not long ago. If you look, I've got an interview on my channel where Bob and Lee are sitting there talking, and Lee started talking about Sharon, and Bob's kind of elbowing him like, dude, just shut up, just leave it alone, because we're going to get fucking sued again. But back to the book. I mean, like I said, I could tell you right now things that you just never knew. And it's like, okay, we all had those people in our life where they have problems or whatever, okay? They have some kind of problem going on, and they tell you about it, and it's like, and you hear their story, and it's like, you kind of walk away from it, and you're thinking, it's just something doesn't add up, something's missing, and I'll tell you what, this book is a lot like that. It's filling in the gaps, like with the person I was talking about. You maybe later on, like a couple years later, all of a sudden you hear a little piece of the story that you didn't know before, and now that you know that little piece, it's like, oh my god, everything makes complete sense now. This book is a lot like that. It's it just fills in all the gaps, all the things you were thinking about Randy Rhoads and Ozzy Osbourne and Rudy Sarzo and Brad Gillis and all the things that don't make sense to you. I mean, and you've heard all the stories, and you've heard a lot of rumors. A lot of it's a lot of the stuff that I thought to be true was not. It was just rumors. And this is all in Bob's book because Bob kept diaries. He kept diaries and Diary of a Madman, right? he kept diaries. So this is from direct. This book, most all of this book is directly from his diaries that are dated and time stamped. You know, so it's all just truth. And like I said, if you love Randy Rhoads and Ozzy Osbourne, um, and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna love this book, and it just fills in all the gaps, all the things that you know. There's a lot of things you, like I said, you might have thought were true, and there's maybe some truth to it, but when you read this book, it's like, oh, okay, you know, now it makes sense. So, all right, I'm not gonna go on too much longer, and like I said, I'm not going to tell you any of the stories. I could tell you a million of them right now, right out of the book, but I'm not going to do it because you know what? Bob deserves for you to buy his book. And if you want it, just Google it for fact's sake. Amazon has it available. Have it at your door in a couple of days, or you can go to the website, bobdaisley.com, and order it directly from his site. This is a hardcover. It was $40. Apparently, there's some type of not a hardcover, but like a soft cover, and that one's like $150 or something. So I don't know what the deal is. Maybe they're signed or something. But anyway, it is the night before Christmas, Christmas Eve. God bless you all, and Merry Christmas. And I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. God bless.